The holiday season can be a really tricky time of year, especially for teens. We're in that home stretch before schedules become packed with holiday cheer, and some kids might feel anxious ahead of all the parties and festivities. Others might be hitting that November slump at school with all the midterms and finals. So how do we navigate everything in these final months? Ana Homayoun is here to help us get ahead of it all. She is the founder of Luminaria Learning and author of Erasing the Finish Line, the new blueprint for success beyond grades and college admissions. I love everything you're about, Ana. Thank you so much for being here with us from the West Coast. All right, so first let's talk about that final stretch. What is the November slump? How do we tune in to how our kids might be feeling and help them?
Well, it's a really common time for students to feel exhausted, right? The novelty of the new school year has worn off. We have rising tests and projects, and then that seasonal change can really affect our mood and energy. So I like to think of it like the third lap of the mile. We've come so far, yet there is a ways to go until the end of the semester. And for some students, they don't have the routines to help them sustain themselves.
Okay, that's good for parents to be aware of everything that's mounting on the teens. You have a kind of a three-pronged approach to help us with this. What exactly is it? Walk us through.
Yeah, the first step is really we want to do an audit energy reset. So we want to look at where are they spending their time, work, movement, rest, and identify any imbalances. So a lot of the kids who just stopped their sports season, they might not be moving as much, right? And so just make one change. You move for 20 minutes a day, or you get to sleep 30 minutes earlier. And then really use those weekends wisely. So I actually say on Friday, look ahead to the upcoming week, write down everything you've got going on, come up with some mini work blocks. And the idea is that everything gets done by Sunday at 3 p.m. We avoid that Sunday evening panic or that Monday overwhelm. And then finally, get back to basics around nutrition, sleep, and stress management. So let's make sure kids are eating breakfast with protein. Let's make sure they're getting a constant sleep schedule or consistent sleep schedule. And let's also make sure that they have time every day to just relax. With everything going on.
That is so important. Thanksgiving is next week. I can't believe it. Sometimes teens get anxious around the family gatherings and all the people that are going to be coming over, and it throws them off of their routine, as you were saying. What are some ways we can address that?
Well, teens often tell me they feel really uncomfortable by these repetitive questions around romantic relationships, around school, around college applications, and often those comparisons that end up happening between siblings, between cousins, between peers. So we really want to move away from that.
Yeah. So what do you advise adults to keep in mind when they are trying to interact and ask teens about what's going on in their lives without being so intrusive and asking them those same redundant questions?
Yeah, I encourage, adults to really avoid the questions that could cause feelings of uncertainty or insecurity. So academically, like, where are you applying to college? Where are you going to college? What are your grades like? And instead, shift to these open-ended questions without judgment. Ask them about what excites them. What are they interested in? What is fascinating to them? Because we want kids to start to think about a life beyond grades, test scores, and college admission.
100%. And then finally, before you go, what's a good conversation starter for your teen to have?
Well, I always think, ask them to start thinking about like an unexpected. So what are you unexpectedly grateful for? What's something unexpected you learned this year? That can twist a question and make it more interesting.
We love it. Ana Homayoun, thank you so much. Keep it right here, folks. You are watching NBC News Daily.